Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of Games and Names. Our sport for this episode is the sport of boxing, and our featured star guest is Captain Oussama Gaber, who is a member of Egypt's national boxing team, and he's also a coach. So let's get to know more about boxing in Egypt and about Oussama Gaber in the upcoming minutes of Games and Names.
Boxing is a combat sport in which two people, usually wearing protective gloves, throw punches at each other for a predetermined amount of time in a boxing ring. Amateur boxing is both an Olympic and Commonwealth Games sport and is a common fixture in most international games. It also has its own world championships. Boxing is overseen by a referee over a series of international games. It also has its own world championships. Boxing is one of the oldest sports in the world. The result is decided when an opponent is deemed incapable to continue by a referee, is disqualified for breaking a rule, resigns by throwing in a towel, or is pronounced the winner or loser based on the judges' scorecards at the end of the contest, which is consisted of a series of 1 to 3 minute interval called rounds. In the event that both fighters gain equal scores from the judges, the fight is considered a draw, what in other sports would be referred to as a tie. In Olympic boxing, because a winner must be declared, in the case of a draw, the judges use technical criteria to choose the most deserving winner of the bout. While humans have fought in hand-to-hand combat since the dawn of human history, the earliest evidence of fist-fighting sporting contests dates back to the ancient Middle East in the 3rd and 2nd millennia BCE. The earliest evidence of boxing rules date back to ancient Greece, where boxing was established as an Olympic game in 688 BC. Boxing evolved from the 16th and 18th century prize fights, largely in Great Britain, to the forerunner of modern boxing in the mid-19th century with the 1867 introduction of the Marquess of the Queensberry rules.
أسامة جابر بسيوني تربية رياضية.
My name is Oussama Gaber Bassiouni. I'm a graduate of the Faculty of Physical Education. I'm 20 years of age. I currently play for the Olympic Club based in Alexandria, and I'm a member of Egypt's national boxing team. I'm also a coach at the military institution club in Kafr Dawar. I started practicing the sport of boxing at the age of 12. I was really affected by the great Muhammad Ali and, of course, Mike Tyson as well, and by the Rocky Balboa series. Those were the reasons really that I wanted to take up boxing. Captain Muhammad Mahmoud was the first to coach me, and he is one of the reasons why I am here. I'm now the champion of Alexandria. I used to be a former national champion. I won the Alexandria Boxing Championship in the years 2017 and 2018, while I was crowned national champion in the years 2019 and 2020. I finished fourth in the last national championship that I took part in. Of course, we have different weight categories in our sport.
حساب النقط بيكون كل لكمة بتبقى نقطة.
Now we have a very easy way of scoring points in our sport. Each hit counts for 1 point. Of course, it has to be an effective and influential hit and not just a touch. And of course, the hit has to be in an area where you are allowed to strike your opponent, and that is above the belt or the waist area and until of course, the face or the head. You are not allowed to hit your opponent under the belt, in the neck, or behind the head. And of course, the match can end with a knockout and a technical knockout if you knock out your opponent. As far as exercises go, in regular times, we focus on fitness exercises and on technique exercises. But during championship times and exactly 2 months before any championship, we focus more on tactics alongside, of course, the fitness exercises and the technique exercises.
حاليا دلوقتي البنات بقوا عددهم كبير قوي في اللعبة.
There is currently a rising base for female boxing in Egypt. And by the way, they train just like us men. I mean, they have the same exercises, fitness exercises, technique exercises, tactical exercises. Of course, you know, female competition differs from male competition when it comes to the power and the weight categories. But in general, we are all in the same atmosphere.
إعداد الناشئين بيكون
A very important element in our sport is preparing the kids, the children, and the youth. And it's very important to focus both on power exercises and also agility exercises. We don't want one at the expense of the other, but it has to be done in a balanced way. And of course, the exercises for the children, for the youth in general, should be more fun and should have less routine, because we want the kids to stay with us.
أهم الدول المنافسة لمصر عربيا.
Jordan is considered the top Arab country in the sport of boxing. There's also Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia who are strong in the sport alongside Egypt in the Arab region. Of course, globally, there is Cuba, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Russia, and others who have great boxers. Now, as far as the top clubs in Egypt in the sport of boxing, you have the Al Olympi or the Olympic Club of Alexandria, which I represent. We have At-Tersana in Giza, and of course also the national projects team. And I believe that to have a wider base for boxing in Egypt, we need more endorsements, more finances, and also more media coverage. And I believe that social media can play a big part in that.
مستوى منتخب مصر دلوقتي.
Due to the great efforts of Dr. Muhammad Abdulaziz Ghulam, the head of Egypt's Boxing Association, and his assistants, we have produced very good results for Egyptian boxing as of late. We came in first in the Arab Youth Championship, and we did very well in the Mediterranean Games. We scored a gold and 3 bronze medals, and it was during the Olympics of 2004 that Egypt had its greatest achievement in the modern history.